Okay, we're back again. This time we're doing something I've put off for a very long time, which is to translate this from RGBA to YUV. We might even drop the A, since I don't think we're using it anyway. Both in the sense of I don't think it's used, and in the sense of I'm not sure we intend. Well, okay, maybe eventually I'll use it, but that'll have to be blended on a window by window basis. So here, blend window will, rather than doing this, which just writes it into the buffer, it'll have to actually blend them. And actually, raises a good question whether we should be blending, whether we should be converting here, which basically the question is whether RGBA is easier to blend alpha or YUV. I imagine RGBA is easier to blend alpha because it's kind of got an alpha channel. So it may make more sense to do the conversion somewhere else, in which case we're going to need more buffers, unfortunately. We're just hogging memory. So it may make more sense to do all the blending here and then afterwards. This is recursive. Oh, this composites everything in a screen. Okay, yeah, this maybe should be a little bit more recursive strictly. So I think to do this should recurse to sub windows. Not that we actually need to do that in practice, because they're all just children of the root window. Yeah, and this is the render pass. What I think I'm gonna do, just to make this easier on myself for now, is I'm gonna go into here, and I'm going to add a video buffer for VYUV. And actually, I don't want this to be a buffer in this sense. I actually want it to be like a YUV frame. Sort of. I mean, it'll do. And what I want is I want YUV, and I'm gonna need some other data. I might do that. And then here, this will be a YUV frame. This will be VYUV. Because the preview we can still do in RGBA, there's no problem with that. And it may be easier to do the blending of windows into a buffer and then convert it, which I think is what I'm gonna do. Like, this is pretty memory hungry. I mean, look, it's current year. This is not very memory hungry, but it's pretty memory hungry. So if we have 1920 by 1080 by 4, yeah, so if we go 1024 like that, it's about 8 megabytes. Which, you know, 8 meg. Well, 8 meg per, so, you know, 16, 24 meg. which, you know, disgusting. How could one be this inefficient? But it's not really a big deal. I hope that's not too audible in the background there. I'm gonna have to keep going even if it is, so we'll ignore it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need to do is YUV pixel format, because I do not understand how this works. Like, I mean, I understand the basic details, right? It's a couple of planes in, you know, chrominance and this stuff, but, or luminance and these two chrominance, but what I don't understand is the various 442, 440, 444. Scale differences between, okay. I think I've encountered this before, BT470. Right, so the weighted red, weighted green, yeah, okay, weighted blue, U max, V max. So you take RGB, and then you weight the channels to get chrominance. The resulting ranges of YUV respectively are, yeah, okay. These do not sum to 1, okay. Okay, so to get red, you take your chrominance. So this is your blue minus your luminance. I said chrominance. Your luminance divided by 1 minus your weighting for blue. So this is in the range 0 to 1, or negative 1 to 1, I guess, since the resulting range for you is this. Is that true? Yeah, so 1 minus WB, yeah, that's just been divided through there. So this B prime minus Y prime has to be less in magnitude than 1 minus WB. So if we go, okay, so if we go Y prime, and then we subtract out B prime, I don't think I can do this in my head. We get this, and 1 minus WB. 1 minus WB is 1 minus WR minus WG. I might need to get a pen and paper. It's not clear to me immediately that this scaling is between -1 and 1, but that seems to be what that claims. Like, I can sort of see how maybe that rearranges to work out, but I would need a pen and paper to do it. Okay, so I guess, why are these weighted this way? Is there any real reason? Powell defines the following constants derived from BT470. Weighted values are summed. For small values of y prime, it is possible to get RGB values that are negative, so in practice we clamp them. Okay. Is this really easier to work with? Like, why is this the video format? Like, it's an invertible transformation between them. So it's not clear why this is used. Here we go. They remain compatible with black and white analog television. The Y prime channel saves all the data recorded by black and white cameras. It produces a signal. Okay, this is the primary advantage. What is going on over there? I might have to quickly take a look at that. Okay, I think we're Gucci. It looked a bit spooky, but I think we're doing good. Okay. YUV has... Some of the information can be discarded in order to reduce bandwidth. The human eye has fairly little spatial sensitivity to color. The accuracy of brightness information has far more... Well, I guess that's why we have like 444, 420, 442, whatever. The chrominance signals had significantly narrower bandwidth than that for luminance.